When patients come in for their first time for an aesthetics consultation, they see both Cyndy and I, and because injectables and skincare go hand in hand. Coming in and only getting Botox and not doing any at-home skincare is really just not giving you what you need. It's like going to the dentist and getting a cleaning, but not brushing your teeth. So you need to do both. We come up with a plan. Patients come in, they tell us what their concerns are, and then we offer solutions, which not always include injectables. So sometimes that's appropriate for people and sometimes it's not. But skincare is appropriate for everybody.
Daily
Yes.
skincare.
Daily skincare, absolutely. We carry Zio products. Zio is Dr. Obaji's medical grade company. And Dr. Obaji is one of the foremost dermatologists in the world. A lot of people are familiar with Obaji, which is his consumer line, amazing product. Zio is only sold to people with medical licenses, as it is really corrective. What is so amazing about that is that you just need the teeniest amount of things, right?
Less is more, and I think it's worth mentioning too that all of the products are clinically proven. They've gone through studies and the results speak for themselves.
They really do. A lot of times you'll see ads and it'll say, you know, after 6 weeks, and then it'll have like all this very fine print about, and there was this and this and this and this. And so, but with Zio, they are actually doing the science to make sure that their products first, you know, are going to really help reinforce the skin barrier, not cause more problems, and be great over the long term. But that's why it's so important that you have a medical professional giving it to you, because not every product is for every person.
No.
So if you have very delicate, sensitive skin, you're not going to want to shoot right to what would be something they would do.
0.5% retin skin brightening. We're not going to do that to you.
Exactly. So that's what's so important to know. And I know before I got into this industry, I would go to med spas and I would look at all the things and think like, do I need that? Does this work? Or, you know, even at Target buying skincare or makeup, is this actually going to do what it says it's going to do? And I will tell you that our things do what they say they're going to do.
Absolutely.
But you need to know what it is you actually need.
For sure. You need instructions. There's different morning programs versus your evening programs. When you're starting a program, for instance, I'm doing the pigment control program for some of the spots on my face. I'm a lady of the 80s. And so I'm starting that, and it's not going to work overnight. You have to be compliant with it as well. You have to do it every day. And so it'll take a couple months. So that's what I have here. What else is there?
Well, just knowing, so a lot of times people will tell me, well, I have really sensitive skin. Well, you may have sensitive skin, but you also could have an impaired skin barrier. And we just need to get that better. A very common thing that I think almost all of us are familiar with, you know, especially if you grew up in the 80s, is that there was this super harsh acne things. Like they were actually, what were they called? Buff puffs. Do you remember those? They had salicylic acid and essentially an SOS pad. And you were scrubbing your face, because the idea was that if you scrub your face enough and you put enough acid on your face that you'll get down to the level.
Some sea breeze.
Yeah, oh, jeez. And then you just roast your face off a sea breeze, right? That you would get down to the level where the bacteria were and purge that bacteria. But what you're actually doing is drying your skin out so badly that then it couldn't exfoliate properly and you were just exacerbating the problem. So more and more acne instead of less and less acne. But those companies were in the business of selling you more and more product. Right. So that's also the important thing to realize, that while you always have to take care of your skincare, our goal is not to sell you more and more product. Our goal is to get you the solution that you need with the minimal amount of product that it'll take you to get there.
Sure, correct. For instance, again, Obaji or Zio has a hydrating cream, which is fabulous, and it feels good. You put it on your hand, you put it on your face, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to use this morning, I'm going to use it at night, every day. Well, that's not what the cream is made for. It's made for when your skin undergoes a more traumatic treatment, microneedling, Laser, exactly. And you'll use that for maybe 2, 5, 7 days afterwards, but you don't want to use it every day. And our first thought is, oh, this feels so good, so I'm going to just go.
Do more.
More. No.
Absolutely. And so it's so exciting to, again, going back to the consultation, to come in to somebody who, maybe they're telling me, I don't like this jowling here. I don't like the wrinkles here. I don't like how my mouth is pulling down. Okay, well, that's all going to be a neuromodulator. So neuromodulators work about interrupting the chemical signal. So we think, I'd like to move my hand. Our brain sends a signal to our hands. We move our hands. That's how it works. Simple. And so neuromodulators stop that. So you think, I'd like to make a frowny face, but your brain can't get those chemicals through to the frowny muscles. The less times you make a facial expression, the less wrinkles you are ingraining into your skin. So then in that case, we would be looking at doing a neuromodulator, which we carry Botox and Dysport every 3 months roughly. It just depends on you and your skin and what you want. Other things that we can do when we're talking about jowling, for instance, is we can do the neuromodulator along the jawline and then in these little platysmal bands that pull everything down. And so we can relax that and let all of that kind of come back up. Then if that, like say that was your concern with jowling, we also have this amazing firming peptide.
Yeah, Zio came out with the peptide a few months back here, and this just pairs so well with the neuromodulators. It's going to help refine your jawline and even go down a little bit, and it's going to help sculpt. And again, that's clinically proven. The studies show it reduces the visible redness and provides skin barrier support as well.
And it just gives you that really nice defined jawline. But let's say that you have a little bit of that submentalis fat right here, and you want some Kybella. So then maybe that's the answer. We do a little bit of lift with the neuromodulator, a little bit of fat reduction with the Kybella, but again, we're still doing firming and we're doing the skin barrier protection. And then a little bit further, we'll say that we have moved into where skin starts to get a little bit crepey and we want some Sculptra. Sculptra is an amazing product where we go in and we are injecting it's a made molecule that we actually create ourselves, but like everything beneficial, we make less and less as we age. So Sculptra goes in and recreates that volume that we've lost. So in this area where we get kind of crepey, in this area right here, even in our temples, yes, all of that, we can go in with Sculptra, and Sculptra will call in the growth factor of your own body and replace it with collagen. So the Sculptra will actually be dissolved within a few months and only collagen will be left, which gives you that really nice, firm, plump face that you were looking for. But again, Sculptra can't work alone. It's got to have the skincare that gives it also the moisturizing, because when we're talking about
hydrating, moisturizing, yes.
We're talking about bringing growth factor, we're talking about skin turnover. And when you have skin turnover rapidly, which is great, you can also have flaking and peeling and dull and dry skin. So we have to do something on the outside to make all the things happening on the inside look amazing too.
Because you don't want to spend your money on a procedure like Sculptra and then not get the full results. So really the skincare, the daily skincare is key here to get the optimal results for the full package.
Absolutely. And then moving on from Sculptra, we can also start talking about filler. So filler is going to go in and essentially it's replacing the fat that we also lose as we get older, or if we've lost a significant amount of weight, a variety of things can reduce the fat in our face. And so then we can put filler into our cheekbones, again filling this area right here. Sometimes our chins get a little bit, they need a little bit of volume. We can do filler along this area. So essentially we're talking about facial harmonization, facial sculpting. So for a consultation, that's what I'm looking at. What can we do with an injectable to bring you back to where you want to be? And then Cyndy's part is all about how do we give you the skincare to keep that where you want it to be?
Yeah, so we'll just meet with you, and Amanda and I she'll talk about you know, the more neuromodulators, filler, Sculptra, perhaps Kybella, whereas I'll discuss regular facials, zeofacials, hydrafacials, and then of course your daily skincare regime.
And all of that together works so well. And then we create a plan for you that how long is this going to take? You know, are we looking at a 6-month process, you know, a 3-month, whatever it is. So we give you a timeline at the end of our visit and we tell you step by step, this is month 1, this is what we're doing, month 2, so on and so forth. And so it's really great. It's so fun for us to be able to give people the solutions to the problems that they have and to do long-term fixes. So this is not just here, put on this moisturizer and you'll look better for today. It's like we want things that are going to give you
regeneration.
Long-term. Yes, regenerative results, absolutely. And I want to talk about, when you're talking about hydrafacial and the Zeos, we have combined those into 2, oh my gosh, amazing facials. Let's talk about that.
The Ultimate Bliss facials. One is the Deluxe Hydrafacial, and then I combine it with our Zeo Customized, so you're getting a little bit more ooey gooey, some shoulder, neck massage, maybe a little scalp massage, and then we have the Platinum Ultimate Bliss facial, which also has all of that. And then with the hydrafacial, do some lymphatic drainage throughout your face and into your neck area too. They're fabulous, fabulous.
And red light. And so the Platinum service is 90 minutes with Cyndy, which, oh my gosh, it is. We named it Bliss for a reason. It absolutely is. And then what we've also done is we've created a couple of packages to make this a little bit easier for you. So we have the Vital Glow membership, and that is 12 monthly facials, 50 units of a neuromodulator, 10% off Zeo skin health benefits, and then some monthly perks in the clinic as well. And then we have the Signature Vitality membership, and that one is for people that are looking for a little bit more ba-ba-boom with their skin. And so again, 12 monthly facials, a quarterly Deluxe Hydrafacial, 100 units of a neuromodulator, an annual Sculptra, an annual PRP peel package, which we didn't even talk about PRP, but that's amazing too. And then also 15% off Zeo Skin Health, and then monthly perks. Both of these get invited to our special events. We have an amazing Zeo Rep April, and we do member-only events where they get to see the first things that are coming out and get to play, see things, feel how it is. And so these are definitely amazing packages.
They're going to be fun.
For sure. And speaking of April, last time she was here, she dropped these little tidbits on us, and I wanted to share them with you, and we'll hear from our expert about what do they mean exactly. So she said that if you want the ultimate home spa experience, you're going to put on the eye cream and the Zeo mask. So tell me about that.
So the eye cream, it could be either the growth factor eye serum or the intense eye cream. Either one is going to work fantastic. The eye serum more for those fine lines that some of us get as we age, most of us get. The mask here, and I know I've talked about this before, I even thought that too when I got my first facial here is, oh, we're going to put a sheet mask on, and you're like, oh, a sheet mask. Well, I talked to one of our Zeo reps, and the sheet mask is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to put it on you, I'll massage it onto your face, and I'm just going to read a couple things here. I mean, it contains calming, soothing, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory ingredients, along with green tea for brightening. It's going to help restore your hydration while supporting the barrier to maintain hydration. And I'm going to leave this on for a good 20 minutes, and then I'll massage the rest of it into your face. I mean, you're going to love this mask, and you can take this home and do it at home along with the eye cream or eye serum, and the results are going to be just so satisfying and beautiful.
Yeah, I think the under eye area is one of the most difficult. We move our eyes a lot. We touch our eyes. If you wear contacts, anything like that, you know, these fine lines and wrinkles. One of my favorite treatments for this area is to inject PRP. into that area. So it just calls in, again, the growth factor. We don't inject Sculptra in that area. So PRP is so safe. It is going to give you that really nice thick skin again. But again, we're coming at it from the outside too.
Yes.
The other thing, let's see, she also, I thought this was amazing. So our firming peptide is really great. So firming peptide and the growth serum are both made to go along with neuromodulators. So the firming peptide is really good for fine lines, and the growth serum is made for those more deep, you know, like those 11s that don't go away anymore. So neuromodulators are going to be great for stopping you from making that face that is building them. But the growth serum is going to actually stop them from staying there. So the combination of the two, we will see over time where those 11s are actually gone, which neither one of those products can do that by themselves.
By themselves.
Yeah,
right.
so it's absolutely amazing.
The new product that Zio has out right now, which I'm in the middle of, I started the program about 3 weeks ago, and it's the Net Complex Anti-Aging Brightening Serum.
Nice.
And so this is crazy, and you can see my neck right there, my aging. And so I took pictures at the beginning of it, and I am doing it morning and night, so I'm hitting it hard. And with this too, you can go down, all the way down to your décolletage.
Décolletage?
Décolletage. So this will be interesting to see too. I mean, already you can tell the difference. And again, it's not going to happen overnight. You know, it's going to take a good 3 to 6 months to see any results.
Another tidbit that April told us is that we can use the enzymatic peel for an overnight mask. Yeah. Tell me about that. What happens?
Well, again, you're going to go home, and which is so cool, and do the enzymatic peel mask. And you put that on at nighttime, and in the morning you'll take it off. And it's just going to give you some more hydration and make you glowy, dewy, and again, help regenerate your skin.
So is this one going to give you, is there going to be any downtime? Like if you wear it overnight, is there going to be flaking and peeling that day? No. Okay.
No peeling.
Okay, so the peel is kind of like as it's on, and then when you're washing it off?
Correct.
Okay.
It is going to take off, you know, some cell layer, but it's not going to be an active peel like the big 3-step peel. Not at all.
I love the 3-step peel. Oh
I
my
do
gosh.
not. I like the results, but I don't like the peeling part.
Oh, well, yeah, that part's
It's
not
a
fun,
drag.
but it looks amazing. And so the Radical Night Repair, you use that 3 nights in a row, and it is an at-home peel. So tell me what happens there.
Well, so the 3-step peel, you are going to have an active peeling layer of your skin. And by doing this at home with that product, you're going to get the same results because you're just going to hit it hard for 3 nights in a row. So don't plan, you know, your big party within 7 to, I'd say even 14 days of doing this sort of hard hitter. It's going to work, and your skin's going to be, you know, like a baby's bottom.
Oh, it is so beautiful. This one and the 3-step peel both leave you with glowing, incredible, luminous skin. But yes, there is definitely a downtime to that. Your skin is peeling off. It is not the most beautiful of things. However, the results are fantastic, and it's not something that you have to do, you know, every month by any means. That would be way too much. So, yeah, I thought those were all really fascinating facts, and I look forward to April coming for some of our events where you can come and ask her questions. And what I want to talk about is, what is your favorite product?
Well, they're all my favorite product. And like I mentioned before, right now I'm in the midst of using the neck serum, and so I'm doing it twice a day. I'm hitting it hard. I'm going morning and night. And I can already see, you know, some results.
My favorite product is the Illuminating AOX Serum. I love this. So in the morning, I like to put this on last. It gives you this pearlescent kind of glow. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Foundation? I don't think they call it foundation anymore, do they?
Concealer?
I don't know. I don't wear things on my face, whatever that product might be called. So I really like something like this. It just gives me that like shimmery kind of opalescence look, so that, you know, it's just glowy and fresh, and my skin is breathing and happy. And I'm so fortunate I don't have to wear anything on my face because Cyndy does such amazing work on keeping my skin in great shape.
I do wear a little foundation, and it's okay if you do.
It is okay. It is perfectly okay. Yes, I'm just glad that with this, I don't have to.
You know what I want to mention though real quick is that when we're doing our skincare, you know, morning, night, one thing I've really noticed since using the Zeo products is whatever product I'm using, then I'm just going to rub it into my hands.
So important. That is such a good thing to say. And the décolletage, all of this. I think probably a lot of people have seen that image of, I can't remember who it was, but you know, they drove all the time, and like this side of their face was like very wrinkled and this side wasn't. But it's the same with hands. Our hands really do tell our age. We can do a lot of things to our face. You know, our neck starts telling things, our chest. So the more you use of this skincare on your hands, I love to do like a hand mask.
Sunscreen too. I mean, pre-cancers, cancers. It's this right here, like Amanda said, driving, you know, the hand, all up in the arm. You know, former derm nurse, we saw a lot of pre-cancer, skin cancers, all on that side because the sun's hitting,
So we are so excited to share this journey with you. Anytime you want to come in and chat with Cyndy and I, you just schedule a consultation. You will get both of us and we will answer any question you have. Drop comments below. Let us know what you want to know about, and we cannot wait to see you.